Hello, everyone, and welcome to Teaching in Room 9.
So come on in, take a seat, and let's get started.
Great job. Now, go ahead and touch your throat right here and see how they feel.
Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Teaching in Room 9.
Falcons are built for speed, so she doesn't have very wide wings.
And the numbers get bigger as we go across to the right. I just want you to start with saying hello. Remember, you got this.
All righty, are you ready to learn? Let's go! Welcome back to Teaching in Room 9, the region's largest classroom. I am Dr. Sanders, and we are in this amazing classroom where you can go anywhere and be anything. But like I always say, it doesn't matter if you're 2 or 102. We will have some fun. F-U-N, fun. We will have some fun while learning. Before we get into our adventures, let's go over some of my friends' names. My first name is Lexi. Hello, Lexi. How are you doing today? Excellent. What letter does Lexi start with? That's right, it starts with an L. Lexi. Let's spell Lexi. L-E-X-I. L-E-X-I. My next name today is Levy. Hello, Levy. And how are you doing today? You're having a great day. Ooh, I love how you answered that in a sentence. Let's spell Levy. L-I-V-I. L-I-V-I. Hi, Levy. And my next name is Augie. Hello, Augie. How are you doing today? Cool. You know, the difference between Augie and Levy and Lexi? Yes, Augie's name starts with a capital letter, but a capital vowel letter is what it starts with. It starts with a vowel. Let's spell Augie, capital A-U-G-I-E. A-U-G-I-E. All righty, are you ready for this adventure? Oh, yes, you're excited. So let's go!
Hi, Glenn. How was your night last night? Uh-huh. Oh, no. Really? Friends, you wouldn't believe the story that Glenn just told me. He was home last night making macaroni and cheese, and the pan caught on fire. Fortunately, his older brother Al was there, and Al helped him put out the fire, and everything's okay. Glenn, you had an emergency. An emergency can be scary. It's a situation where somebody needs help because there's a fire or somebody's really sick or hurt so that they can't talk or they can't move. It's important to know what to do in an emergency. One thing that we can do in an emergency is call 911 on the phone. There are people like police, like firefighters, like paramedics who come and help us when we have an emergency. When we call 911 on the phone, that lets those people know that we need them to come because we need their help. I can show you how to dial 911 on the phone. Would you like me to show you that, Glenn? It's pretty easy. 3 numbers, 911. Let's do it again. Ready? 911. One more time. 911. When you call 911, someone will ask you questions about your emergency, and it's important to answer those questions the best you can and stay calm. If you can't get to a phone and call 911, you can ask a grown-up you trust to help you call 911. So remember, emergencies can be scary, but we have tools to help us. We can call 911 on the phone, or we can ask a grown-up to help us. And you're ready for school.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hello, boys and girls. You are right on time for math class with me, Mrs. Ray. And I am so glad you're here because today's lesson is all about decomposing numbers. Now, what is decomposing numbers? What does that even mean? Well, when you are going to decompose something, it means you are going to break it down into smaller parts. Think about it this way. If you walked into class and I had a big candy bar on the table, you might say, Mrs. Ray, may I have some? I would take my candy bar and I would break it so that there are two smaller parts, a part for me and a part for you. Think about it like sharing. Some has to go over here and some has to go over there. Well, we are going to do that with numbers. Now, why is that even important? Well, the more you understand numbers, especially big numbers, you will know how they work. And it'll be so easy for you to add, subtract, multiply, and even divide. But that's way down the line. All right, so today, you and I are going to start with a small number. We are going to start with the number 3. And I'm going to use my sunflowers to help us understand how to break that number down. Are you ready? Here we go. Now, because we are starting with the number 3, we need how many flowers? 3, that's right. Help me count them. 1, 2, and 3. Very good. Now that we know what our big number is, we have to ask ourselves, how do we break it down into smaller parts? Well, I've done one for you. Here's one way that we can break this number down. 1, 2. Let's see what it looks like. 1 flower here and 2 flowers here. So you see, and we still have 3. Let's count. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Now, can you come up with another way that we can break down or decompose the number 3? Oh, I heard you. Very good. I heard 2 and 1. And you are correct. That works. Let's make note of it so we don't forget. 2 flowers here and 1 flower here. Excellent job. Now, let's bump that number up. Let's go from 3 flowers to 5 flowers. Now, I already have 3. I need 2 more. 1, 2. All right, now let's start thinking, how can we break this big number 5 up into smaller parts? Now, I've already done one for you. Let's take a look. I have 3 and 2. Let's see. 3 is the first number. 1, 2, 3. And 2 is the second number. 1, 2. And it works. Now, can you think of another way that we can break down the number 5? I hear you talking. I hear you thinking. I know it's happening. Oh, very good, very good. I heard 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ooh, get in there, flower. And I heard 1. Let's make a note of it. 4 and 1. Excellent. Now, you may not have really big sunflowers at your house with really big vases that you can play with. So we're going to use something a bit smaller to help you see what we're doing. Thank you, flowers. You've done great. But now it's the bear's time to shine. Now, boys and girls, I have a secret to tell you about my bear friends. And that secret is they love to party. Now, I don't know what it is. Don't ask me. I don't know. I can't explain it, but they do. So we have to break up their party because this can't work. It's too many bears in one spot, and that just makes me uncomfortable. All right, so let's go to the number 8. Now, we are going to need to count out 8 bears, so this will work. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now these little guys, we're gonna put them to bed. They shouldn't be out partying anyway. Okay, so now that we have 8, what are some ways that we can break this number up? Now I have given you some hints already. We have 5 and 3, and we have 2 and 6. Can you come up with another way that we can break up the number 8? Oh, I heard you. Very good. I heard the number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that means there are 4 at this party too. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we still have 8. Now they can party safely and maybe somebody's house won't get torn up. Let's make a note of it before we forget. 4 and 4. Excellent job. Okay, now let's talk, what if we did move this up to the number 10? I already have one way for you. 5 plus 5, that equals 10. But I believe you can come up with some other examples to help us break down this number. Boys and girls, you did an amazing job in class today. You learned all about decomposing numbers, and we saw several different ways to do it with small numbers and big numbers. Now you can practice all on your own. Thank you so much for coming by today, and I do hope you come again. I'll see you next time, boys and girls. Bye.
Hi, learners. Welcome back to Teaching in Room 9, our region's largest classroom. I'm Miss Nar, and I'm going to be your conductor on our Learning to Read Railroad. All aboard! Today we're going to focus our learning on stretching out the sounds in words. Being able to stretch out those sounds and knowing the letters that spell those sounds will help us read and write many new words. Let's sing a song to help us practice. I've been learning to read, stretching out sounds in words. I've been learning to read to help me grow and learn. Take a word and stretch it all out. What sounds do you hear? Tap them all out one by one and blend until it's clear. Nice job. Let's sing it one more time, and this time, see if you can try to sing along with us at home. I've been learning to read, stretching out sounds in words. I've been learning to read to help me grow and learn. Take a word and stretch it all out. What sounds do you hear? Tap them all out one by one and blend until it's clear. Wow, you sounded amazing, learners. Now we're gonna do an exercise to warm up our brains and tap out those sounds. So for each sound, you're gonna tap your finger to your thumb, and then we'll blend all the sounds together. Let's try one. Say the word web. Tap your sounds, w, e, b, and blend it, web. Nice job. Let's try another one. Say the word note. Tap your sounds, n, o, t. Blend it, note. Say the word gum. Tap your sounds, g, a, m. Blend it, gum. Say the word tape. Tap your sounds, t, a, p. Blend it, tape. Say the word tip. Tap it. T-I-P. Blend it. Tip. Last one, say the word time. Tap your sounds. T-I-M. Blend it. Time. We're gonna do that again by practicing stretching out those sounds in this chart here. And our train is going to travel down the tracks as we stretch out those sounds. You can tap along with me and then we'll blend it and say the word together. Our first word here is the word train. T-R-A-N. Blend it. Train. Nice job. Let's try another one. This word here is wheel. Stretch your sounds. W-E-O. Blend it. Wheel. Nice job. This word right down here is the word tracks. Get ready to stretch out those sounds. T-R-A-C-S. Blend it all together. Tracks. Nice job. One more. This one is 2 syllables, so it's a little longer, but I know that you can do it. The word is ticket. Stretch out your sounds. T-I-K-E-T. Blend it all together. Ticket. Nice job, friends. Let's sing our song one more time just to practice. I've been learning to read, stretching out sounds in words. I've been learning to read to help me grow and learn. Take a word and stretch it all out. What sounds do you hear? Tap them all out one by one and blend until it's clear. Wow, amazing job, learners. Stretching out the sounds in words is really going to help you be able to read and write many new words.
Welcome back. Look who we have, our favorite wildlife expert, Mr. Bare Hands Barans. How are you doing today, sir?
We are doing great, and I have brought Cricket in today.
Cricket. Can you tell me about Cricket?
Well, Cricket is a barn owl, which means she's adapted to human structures, and the barn owls almost exclusively live in human structures.
All types of human structures?
Just about anything that's abandoned, especially barns.
Oh, okay. But we wouldn't call her a building owl if she lived downtown, would we?
We're going to stick with barn owl.
Okay, we'll stick with barn owl. As we look, I see her beautiful face. Can you tell me, does she have ears to hear?
As a matter of fact, she has very sophisticated listening organs. We're going to call it that because, we have ears and earlobes, right? And we hear this way. Well, barn owls actually have a facial disc. See those brown feathers around the edge? And she can channel the sound into one of her ear holes. The side of her skull, she actually has holes. And so when she channels that sound in, she can figure out exactly where the mouse is living underneath the ground.
Oh, so she used her hearing to help her hunt.
Yes.
Oh, so tell me about her feathers. Can you tell me about her feathers?
Yeah, so these feathers are designed to be super, super soft. And the outer edges of her wing feathers, they have little bitty ruffles in them. And it's designed so that she can be silent. As a matter of fact, they're called the silent killers.
Does she fly really fast?
Not particularly fast. No, she can fly about anywhere from 15 to 30 miles an hour, which is pretty slow in bird terms.
And as we see her, I see her, she's dancing a little bit. Everybody do the owl dance. Tell me about that dance.
So that dance is the way she focuses. Now, we can see with our eyes and move our eyes around inside our head. But sure, her eyes are actually long tubes that are fixed inside her skull. So in order for her to focus on things, she has to move her whole head around.
Oh, so all the way around?
Almost all the way around, 280 degrees. Now, I think you might be able to get 190 degrees out. on a good day. There you
Good
go.
day.
Yeah.
Especially if you stretch.
Yeah. But she can actually look all the way around behind her.
Oh, wow. Okay, boys and girls, let me see you try to look all the way around. Cricket is watching.
Yep. And she's turning her head to show you.
Did you get it? No, stop. We don't want you to hurt yourselves. All right. So tell me, we see her wings going like this. Tell me about the wings.
Absolutely. So the wings are made so that she can glide, and all of her bones are hollow. Her feathers are hollow, and she doesn't have very much muscle mass. As a matter of fact, she doesn't weigh very much. Would you like to see how much she weighs?
I would love to see how much she weighs.
Well, you might think she weighs 1 pound or 2 pounds, but Cricket only weighs half a pound.
Oh, man. I'm going to make a dad joke. She's as light as a feather.
Light as a feather. So barn owls are built to be light so they can sustain flight. And that's why the bones are hollow. They have air pockets inside of them. The feathers are hollow. They're actually hollow shafts. She doesn't have a whole lot of muscle meat on her. She's got a lot of tendon strength and a lot of sinew.
Okay, you mentioned meat, then you mentioned mice.
That is correct. She is a meat eater. As a matter of fact, Cricket will eat almost 1,000 mice in 1 year.
Wow, that's like all the candy that the kids eat. Stop, it's not good for your teeth. One more question. Does she make a good pet?
Well, you know, barn owls are quite gentle, and they're super soft, and they like to be petted, but they require a lot of special permits, so they don't make a very good pet. However, in Missouri, you can become a falconer when you're only 12 years old.
Oh, and she would be a great pet if you had a barn. You just wouldn't go feed her. She'll feed herself.
That's right.
Oh, did she learn a lot today? I learned so much. I'm glad you like it. And you know what? I'll see you in a bit.
Hola, muchachos. Hello, boys and girls. I'm Senior Johnson, and welcome to Teaching in Room 9, the region's largest classroom. Today, boys and girls, we're going to learn how to count from 1 to 10, but in Spanish. Let's learn the words for 1 through 10. For 1, uno. 2, dos. 3, tres. 4, cuatro. 5, cinco. 6, seis. 7, siete. 8, ocho. 9, nueve. And 10, diez. So they are again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's review some of these numbers. No, I want to stop on the number 6. 6 means 6, because if you look below, I have 6 frutas diferentes. I have 6 different fruits. 4 naranjas. I have 2 limones. We'll see if you remember those. I'm going to count to see how many in total we have. If you can count with me and remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many naranjas, oranges, do I have? I have 4 naranjas. How many limones do I have? 1, 2. I have 2 limones. So in total, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frutas. 2 limones, 4 naranjas. 6 frutas. Thank you for learning your numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Adios, ram pam pam pam. Learning Spanish is fun.
Great day, everybody. This is Candace with Chaos, and I want to tell you about my friend Jen. Jen is an amazing person because Jen is a chaos kid. But sometimes Jen feels sad, and sometimes that sadness makes Jen want to hurt themselves. And so I want you to know it's absolutely okay for you to feel sad if you ever feel sad like Jen. But you have to do something with those feelings. And so it's okay for you to talk to a trusted adult about it, or it's okay for you to write in a journal about it. But I want you to know that it's okay for you to feel sad, but we got to do something about it. Air hugs and cyber kisses.
Welcome back. Oh man, you're telling me about your adventures already? Cool. So you did have fun. All right. Now it's time. It's time for me to do my little lesson. Are you ready? Okay. Today, what we're going to do is ending sounds. What are ending sounds? Yes, ending sounds are the sound that you hear at the end of a word. For instance, like the word fun. It had fun. What do you hear at the end of fun? N, yes. And what sound does it make? Exactly. All right, let's go to our next word. Are you ready? It's your turn, all on your own. Down. What sound do you hear? Yeah, just like fun. Yes. And what letter makes that sound? N. You are correct. Down. Our next word is want. Want. What sound do you hear at the end of want? Yes. And what letter makes that sound? T. Yes. I want you to come back tomorrow. And my next word is would. Would. What sound do you hear at the end of would? And what letter makes that sound? A D, yes. I would love for you to come back tomorrow. Not just want, I love for you to do it. But boys and girls, you know what? It is time for us to get out of room 9. So let's spell 9. N-I-N-E. 9. Thank you for being in room 9. Bye-bye.
Teaching in Room 9 is supported in part by Know who to reach out to when you need help. There is hope. Call or text 988.